Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mums and dads. Welcome to Northfield Bowling Complex here and here for the Bowl Scotland National Championships. This is our final live match this afternoon, and it's from Alan Ayre and Derek Ferguson. In the commentary box this afternoon, along with myself, Linda Brennan, we have Colin Noon, local lad. So, looking forward to this game very much. The men's singles, and this is the one that all the guys want to have their name on, and there's been a lot of big stars got their name in this cup over the years, and a lot of them have went on to a lot greater things. So the weather's good, wee bit of wind, the crowd's in, everybody's happy, and it's a first end. Got Alan here on the toss. A good opener there from Alan. He's from the Helensburgh club. His dad Martin's a bowler at the club as well, and it caught his interest when he was about 10, and he just seemed to have the knack for it, and he's been developing and improving his game ever since, year on year. He's part of the Bowl Scotland Regional Academy, and this has helped Alan very, very much furthering that development in his game. Regional Academy set up for all the young bowlers, and it's bringing them on leaps and bounds. It's another pathway, making it to the top of the tree in their game. Derek Ferguson from the local club in Cumnock. He just became a dad recently, and his biggest fan is watching live today. It's his grand Margaret. So Margaret, if you're watching, he's trying his best, along with his girlfriend Kelsey and his wee 7-month-old daughter Sophie. So Derek will be out to him trying to impress you this afternoon. A lot of good games this week, Colin.
There's been some crackers. Nice to see the live streaming again back this year. I think it gives people at home an opportunity to see what's going on here and see some of the players at their peak.
There's been some crackers and they're still going on. We'll give you updates as we're commentating in this game. Updates in other games that's going on. The triples is going on. The fours, men's fours and men's triples, along with some of the women's competitions, it's still running.
Derek could be attacking this.
He's not far away, he gets an edge. Well,
one away. Good start for Allen off the mark with a 2.
Alan's biggest achievement in bowls, when he was interviewed earlier on at youth level, he was playing for Scotland under 25s and in the Dumbartonshire under 25 singles winner 3 times. Senior level, Dumbartonshire triples winner, skip, and of course today he thinks this is a great achievement, which it very much is. Not many people get through to the big Hampden Park of bowls here at Northfield. This is where they all want to play. Derek plays with a Taylor Spectrum, size 4, you can't get them now, but he's been doing very well with them. And Alan is playing with a Taylor Ace. Alan's in blue and Derek's in red.
Derek,
That's the
Derek
balls.
has blue stickers. Oh, has red stickers. That worked out well.
There was a wee bit of thought put into that. Well, Derek's trying that.
Just went through. Derek looking to make this third time lucky here at Northfield. Having been here previously in 2013 in the under-25s and unfortunately lost out in the semi-final stage, and back in 2015 and made the last 16. So he's sitting here in the last 8 right now in the big boy singles, as they say, and has a great opportunity to get back to that semi-final stage.
He's a character as well. Derek is there.
He's picked the line here. There's his weight.
Said earlier the day when we were commentating, sometimes the players just forget. It's very easy down here just not to push the ball.
Widest line yet on that hand. Let's see how this goes.
Has he pushed it?
I don't think so. Will Derek take the opportunity to try and pop the ball out here? All about speed from there. Drawing the winner.
Oh, he's drawing it.
On the card.
I don't think he would have went to pop it. Really, that is a shot it's on, but at this stage in the game you just want to settle down and get your weight. And once you've got your weight, the hitting and the running shots, they come so easier, so much easier.
Yeah, of course, that's right. Late in the game, that if it was worth a 3 for
Aye,
to get
what's
to
a
71,
3?
you'd maybe have a pop at that. But you're right, it's about settling down at this stage and grabbing line and length.
So after 3 ends, Alan Ayre from Helensburgh leads Derek Ferguson 2 shots to 1. Better with this one, he's got a wee bit better.
Derek trotting up after that one. Slips in for 2.
When you look back at the players Scotland that have won this singles championship last year, Derek Oliver, international player. Ian McLean in 2015. Ian also won it 2013 from Blackwood, Victoria. Internationalist. Then Kevin Anderson in between, the Commonwealth year 2014. Kevin now playing for the Broadbeach Club over in Australia. Mark Kelsey, Dan Burnett, Billy Mellors, Sandy Witherspoon, Wayne Hogg, Alistair Reid, Paul Foster.
Billy Mellors, of course, still running, playing over on one of the other rinks on the screen, and I think I spied another former winner just sitting at the back of rink 3 there, John McCrory of Trinette. Watching D. Hogan.
John McCrory won it in 2000, beating Willie Francis for Fauldhouse. And he looks after young D. Hogan.
He certainly does. He's won the mixed pairs last year. Alan Eyre drags himself out of a little bit of trouble there, scores the 1, squares the game up after 3.
There's somebody got it right, just sitting there having a wee afternoon nap.
Maths was never my strong point, so clearly not squared up after 3. 3-1 after 3.
Colin, I think you're like myself. Maybe you didn't go to school much, but you met the scholars coming home.
Somebody might have put something in this coffee. So back to the action. Great opener from Derek if he drags that jack.
Alan's trying, yeah. Good positional ball.
Good swing in hand that as well. It's moving quite a lot.
Derek trying again.
If he's pushed it, he's good.
Could be enough for a 2.
Marker indicates 2.
Under the line.
He's missed that. Chance for Derek to apply some pressure here.
Players were asked, there was a player questionnaire put out for the players that were going to be televised, and they were asked, one of the questions was, what are your expectations for this year's competition? And Derek Ferguson said to enjoy the experience and hopefully win something for my grandparents. So Margaret, I think so all day. Great crowds this week. This is the biggest event in the Bowl Scotland calendar, from club right through to this stage. He's under again.
Has he pushed it?
And he's not pushed it either. Big chance here, Derek. A draw for a full house, maybe.
See how many lollipops go up here.
be kicking himself.
Looks to be cutting quickly as well. Gets off the hook there. That's a mistake from Derek.
Hard to tell for the commentary box who's lying. It must be a good measure they're bringing the umpire on. The umpires here, a lot of people don't know, but umpires are here for something like 7:30 in the morning to 7, sometimes after at night. It's a lot of hard work. These events just don't happen, and the work is put into them.
Three shots. Derek moving on to that backhand. He seems to want to play backhand up and down, although the last end coming this way, he played 2 cracking deliveries on the 4, so he's still chopping and changing a little, not maybe settled on a hand. Alan, of course, sticking to one side of the green where the pace is likely to be more even up and down. Starts with a cracker.
The line wasn't bad. Very good line actually, and just a bit overweight. But when you've got a ball like that behind the jack, you've got to be up. Even resting the ball. A good second.
He's played another cracker. Doesn't want to touch the jack.
Off.
Well, can't lay them down, but that'll force Derek back onto the other side.
He's trying hard here. There you are. How the end can change.
John McCrory texting in his dinner order there. In the background.
That'll be the score going to East Lothian. For those that can't make it in the game next door, with D Hogan against Shona Black.
What do you do here, Linda, for Derek?
Well, he's lying the shot. He's got the back ball. And maybe just draw to the short ball. And if Alan goes to hit it, his ball's going to stay in. Only one of them will go out. Maybe get a 2 out of it. Line again. Just to rest in the front ball.
Does not want the inside edge. Just gave the shot away.
This is when you say to yourself, oh, for another ball.
Or something like that.
I wouldn't know. It's over 4 apiece. After 6 ends. Millie Mellors, former champion, walking up the green there.
Lovely delivery there.
He's been in the coaching school.
Yeah, bounced it away lovely.
There's the flag flying there. The Bull Scotland flag.
Are you on a walk? No. Where's Vicky?
A lot of good games here this week. The crowds are always brilliant. Never fails to amaze me with the bowlers. They always turn out in their numbers. Some people take this as their annual holiday to come down to here and enjoy the bowls. Even if they're not playing, they come and give all the players a lot of support. Road going up in the background, somebody's getting excited.
Where's Kim? I didn't know if you knew about Stephen or Kim, so that's why I went Kim, Stephen.
I'm trying again here. No, it's not a bad ball there. Gives Derek a wee bit of play. If I was Alan, I'd get a ball round the back now. As they say, just in case the pole has come.
Missed his line again on that side.
Well, Alan.
Difficult position here. It's difficult to cover the back. He may elect just to draw another here.
I would definitely be trying to get a ball in amongst these red balls. These young guys, they just don't hang about. Gives it the height, it can come through the gap there. And he's snicked in the back door, that's no bad. Derek's got to be perfect here. Slight wee nudge, and he could pick up a 3. Overweight, he could still be 1 down. But when you walk to the mat, you've got to be positive. Right chuck there for Derek.
Black hold.
So Alan here from Helensburgh, 5-4 up.
Not seeing much variation in jack length under both players content to play to that medium length for now.
It's the same this morning, the first game this morning, the two girls, they played virtually the same length of jack all the time. No really a lot of variation. Don't see a lot of them taking the mat right up the green or full length jacks or
That's a wise choice from Derek. So getting onto that other side, playing the same side up and down.
Chris Holland sitting there from the Kingswood Club in Glasgow. I think that's a family of four sitting there. They've got the big rug out. So there is a breeze out there. He likes this one, Derek.
It's just slightly shy, I think.
Great line.
It's not usually a word to use with Derek. Ball shy.
He's a bit of a character, Derek. The Dell boy. But you know, that's what the game. You love that. You love that. In any sport, the characters are just fantastic. And that's what makes it. You wouldn't think they're walking up the green that he was like that, but there's two of the locals for Cumnock there, Joe and Josephine Williamson. Josephine there, a indoor international player for Scotland. From the Auchinleck Indoor Club. Derek's a member of Auchinleck as well. Aye.
Alan needs another one in here. If he doesn't, he leaves Derek a shot. Just rock that back one out for a three, but
Good line.
wait now. If he drops in, he's going to make this hard. Well, that's a cracker.
That's taking the heat and right out of it. In the next rank in the ladies singles, Shona Black is 7-3 up against Dee Hogan. But that really does count for nothing at this stage in the game. Dee Hogan was 9-0 down this morning and come back 21-10.
How's your weight, Derek?
He's better this time.
Will he drop?
He's better this time.
It's very close. Great effort.
He'll be saying to himself, how could I not have done that with my last ball?
Red. Both players playing better in that direction.
It was funny this morning that it happened opposite way. The lassies seemed to struggle going away for the commentary box. Coming back down here towards us, they seem to play a bit better. But then the wind could have changed.
Take it down.
Good opener from Derek. Forces Alan to the other side. A side not seen much of coming in this direction.
Well, Derek. Down and inside the blue ball.
Doing for a shot, I think.
He's done it.
Alan's found himself in a spot of bother here. 3 slack deliveries by his standard, so he needs a recovery now.
Anyway,
Well, out of jail or not?
play the same ball as the last.
Couple of feet more.
He's got the line.
Wow. That turned very quickly for something with good weight. Opportunity missed, perhaps.
It's at shots like these at the end of the game, if you don't make the grade, you keep saying to yourself, if only, if only. But we're all square. 6 apiece. And for those of you that are tuned in live on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, and if this is the first time you've seen bowls, it's the first to 21 shots. Not a bad opener there from young Derek. There's Alan.
We'll be just looking to regroup here after a slack end. They won't want any more of those.
So if you're not doing anything tomorrow and you're looking for something to do and you're keen on the bowls, get yourself down to Northfield Bowling Complex here and there, where it's finals day for the Bowl Scotland National Championships. And on Sunday we'll have the Scottish Young Bowlers Association, which is from all areas all over Scotland, playing for the Scottish Championships here on Sunday, under 16s. And you'll see the stars of the future.
Semi-finals of course start here tomorrow at 9:30. There will be a game on tomorrow morning on the live stream. Once we know the outcome of some of these games, then we'll know what's on, and we may be able to tell you that by the time we finish here. If not, tune in. I'm sure it'll be a great game either way.
And there you are. Do, 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 do. He's got good line here, Derek. If he's got the weight, he can turn his own. Just under the weight.
I'm looking at maybe playing the ball through here.
Maybe going for the jack.
Possibly. Should he take either?
Well, he says, is singles your preferred game? Alan was asked that. He said yes, you're free to play your own game in singles and take more risks.
No, he's taking a chance here, but
Here's a chance.
I will.
Well, maybe landed a shot there, I don't know, from this angle.
One to Derek. Derek gets the front.
I got Halliday there sitting in the background. She's doing the scoreboard marking this afternoon. I got from the Whitburn Club in West Lothian, who's over 55 ranked, done women's over 55 that was, done very, very well, reaching the final. A lot of good bowlers came out of Whitburn Bowling Club as well. Jim Boyle, John Harper, and of course Margaret's mum, Marion Halliday. Now Derek, you're no shoving this. A lot of cheering going on there from the other greens. We'll find out what's happening shortly. We're looking for our floor manager, our bookies runner, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Tom Weir. He'll be collecting results for us, and so as we can keep you updated. How's the weight, Derek? Both players are playing quite neat here. Yeah, they're playing quite neat here this afternoon. Derek trying to push it there a wee bit. Derek came through the regional academy as well. Something that Bowl Scotland started to create pathways for the big stage. So looking for players to take over the mantle of the likes of the Stars just now, who've done served Scotland very, very well and are still serving them well. Alec Marshall, Paul Foster, Dan Burnett. Three of our top players in Scotland, along with David Peacock, Neil Spears, 3 years ago, all won gold in Glasgow. That's well drawn from young Alan here. So it's 2 shots to Alan here. Alan taking an 8-7 lead. The weather does make a difference here. I mean, I know we don't get the best of weather here in Scotland. You can see the clouds there in the sky. But it's no bad. It's no bad here. This is a good day. I drain here on Wednesday, and let me tell you, it was like a monsoon. But fair play to the players, they battled through it. And it was a survival of the fittest. Alan qualified in both singles here this week, and under 25 singles, and of course the one he's playing in. So he's qualified in both disciplines. He's done very, very well. The other singles as it stands: Shona Black, the ladies singles, Shona Black's leading Dee Hogan 9-4. Blair Davidson is playing John Strachan. Last year's finalist, John Strachan, from the Holsworth Club in Lanarkshire. Blair Davidson is leading them 9-4.
On the next drink along, Billy Mellors is leading Stevie Scott of Upper Cowl 11-10, and Martin Rice is leading against Jack Small from Crossgates 16-1.
Gail Notman sitting there. Blair Davidson on the mat at the end.
under, I think, yeah. Not many balls been finishing high on that side, and that one of Allen's is a bit of an exception. Everybody else has been finishing under the line there.
And it looks to be no bad drawing hand, Colin, you know, and
Maybe being brave to go wider.
ah,
Just see the scoreboard in the next rink turning there, which indicate that Shona Black is now leading D Hogan 9-7. So tightening up there. Back to here. Allen puts the pressure on.
now the last thing you want to be here, Derek.
Well, he's been brave and he's gone wider, so let's see.
See where it finishes. It's all about the weight now.
As he pushed it. What a line.
Now, Allen here going into a 11-7 lead here this afternoon. So Allen's over the halfway line. But I'm sure Derek won't give up without a fight. And it's a nice wee opener there from Derek.
No, he's definitely gone wider with his last couple of balls there, hasn't he? He's given it the chance to drop down.
And again.
It's a good start.
As I used to say to you when you were starting out in the game, don't be scared to take the grass. There's plenty of it. As one old boy says to me, take plenty grass. You'll not be like the Dug and cove it back up. You couldn't beat getting brought up in the bowling world in the 80s. 70s and 80s, you couldn't beat it. Everyone a character.
Derek slots this home. Alan Ayre's going to have to show a bit of character with his last. He's left
If I
himself
was Derek,
quite
I'd be around a
exposed
wee
here.
bit here.
He's definitely not past, is he? He's up to the head.
Well, big ball coming up here from Alan.
I think if that had sat in the middle there, Alan might have been forced to go through it. But there's a gap there now. Called a shot wonder.
I think he'll go for it.
Pressure. Indeed. Oh
He
dear.
said he would take the risks. Well, Derek, here's a big ball to go all square. He'll be kicking himself. He was just a wee bit quick off the mark there. But you know, it's all experience for these young guys. He'll probably take his time on the mat the next time he goes to play a firing shot.
To him.
Well, there we are now. And the roar goes up.
Game on. All square.
Kelsey and Margaret, you'll be excited now, your boy's back in the hunt. And me, Sophie, will be saying, come on, Dad. By the way, he told me before he went on to play, he's bringing you in a Chinese tonight, you'll be fine. Me Chinese meal, me Chinese takeaway Friday. And Gran, you're getting a fish supper.
There it goes full length here. Change of tactics.
And it's still down here at Northfield as well. I don't see any of the brawlies coming out yet, but it's definitely duller. As he grasped it. A yard and a half there, maybe. Here's one of the results so far. After 12 ends, I take it this is a triples.
It's gents triples.
Gents triples. It's Haddington 11, and the Northfield Club 11. And the result just in the gents triples. My own club, Blantyre Bowling Club, 14, Parkside in Edinburgh 19. So unlucky the Blantyre boys there. That's them bowing out. Their competition there here at Northfield. It's Craig Goldie, Bobby Brown and David Gardner. But well done to Parkside.
Parkside triple of Brian Silvona, Kevin Boyd and Paul Veach.
Good triple. Seen a bit of it earlier on. Very, very close all through it. So it's back to the drawing board for these guys. But I'm sure they'll all have enjoyed the experience. Good contingent down from Blantyre as well. Don't worry, that's just the door banging with the wind getting up. Well, Alan.
He's trotting after this.
He likes it. Well, it's set up.
Oh, you hold. Looks like Mark Rice off there with a victory. Had a commanding lead of 16 for 2. So you can see the players packing their balls away there. So I would imagine Martin's crossed the line and made his way into tomorrow's semi-final. He's close, Linda.
He's close,
Do him, I think.
looking on. Derek having a look at it there. Winter red. That's not the red ball, it's the blue ball. And for those of you watching in black and white, it's just the same.
So let's see where Alan decides to play this time. He has struggled a couple of times coming this way.
It just shows you in an outdoor game how games can change. From this morning, this rink played totally differently. As in, it was heavier going the other way, and the girls seem to struggle a little bit. But now, it's the opposite way for these guys.
Well, Alan's getting another chance here, I think, because that's got to duck away as well, isn't it?
It's no wandering far there.
No, Alan seems to be getting maybe a slightly bigger swing, but perhaps.
Any support there for Alan? Well, he's pushed it enough. Right, Alan, what have you got in the tank here for a reply?
Back to line.
All he's got to do is sit up.
Can he pick it up?
Gets the jack and he's good. Just slightly under.
Bit of movement in the back of the rink, I think. Regroup.
Well, that is good grouping from Derek.
It's not the grouping he'll enjoy.
No, but that's one of the skill tests, is it not? Good grouping balls together.
Certainly is.
Now,
Well.
well.
Well, that looks like the rain on.
The brawlies are out.
But more importantly, in this game, Alan cards a 3 and takes a 15-11 lead. This is an important end already for Derek. He won't want to let Alan get near 17. 17 being, I guess, one of the numbers that means you can win in an end.
It's a good opener for Alan.
Just needs to settle a touch.
Oops. Running further than I thought. Now this is where it can change. The rain comes on. like Formula 1. You go and change the tyres in the rain. You've still got the same tools out here to work with.
It's certainly a better rate from Alan. What we can't see is where that first ball finished and whether it's still live.
He likes this better, Derek. Asked a question how short his last ball was.
Could be a great line on that. Pace.
It's all about the weight here.
Perfect.
All about the weight.
Perfect. And not even a ripple from the crowd.
Are they busy putting the brollies up?
I think so. Well, I'm giving this some thought.
Wave, girls, you're on the camera. Semi-finals tomorrow morning for the women's under 25 singles. Last year's winner, Megan Kivlin, and won her club championship at the age of 15. Qualified for the under 25 singles at the age of 16 and came down here and took the place by storm. And it's only last weekend she went on to capture the British Isles singles at under 25 level. Definitely a player in the making is young Megan. It's a big name to watch for the future. I'm sure she'll go on to bigger and better things.
Certainly, she took a good scalp in that final as well, and Sophie Tolshard of England, an established player within the English international scene.
Well, Derek.
4 fantastically weighted bowls, but one spoiler in there.
Come on, D. Come on, D. Come on, D.
Billy Mellor's getting some vocal support over there from the East Lothian contingent.
Two East Lothian players there, Billy Mellors and Dee Hogan, and the East Lothian support giving it full pelt. The Lothians do, I mean, all the counties really, all the districts, they come down here and their player gets through and they always turn up, and it gets to, even for the start of the week, but when it gets to the semis and quarters and semis and into the final, they come out the woodwork and it's fantastic. Give them every bit of support.
I'll try and get you some updates on the other singles games just shortly. But in the meantime, Derek drops in, just missing the line again.
16-11 Alan here. And he's into the final furlong of this game.
He's trotting after this if he picks up that jack. Slides away but holds 2.
mean, it's one of these things you see players, and you're sitting watching it on the TV, or even if you're sitting outside there in the stands watching, all the best players are on the banking and in the commentary box.
And never play a bad one.
Never, never. What's a bad ball?
Trotting again.
Get a rest on that maybe?
Just away.
Yeah.
Well, you would argue that's maybe the best height yet, but has he pushed it?
Whoever puts a nose on here, it's one of the heads, it's wide open.
Come on, D. Come on, D.
He's in for another.
Could play the other hand and just... He's fishing on that side of the rink.
He is a bit, but you know what? If he plays that hand, and even if he plays it with a yard by, and the way that
He
hand
can
drops,
come
if he
off
drops
that
on
side.
one of them, he's
Getting the shot.
he's getting at least second, isn't he? But right now he's in a whole heap of trouble. Going quick.
Well,
This is a high tariff shot. Well, again, it's easy sat here, but whether that was right or wrong, who knows? Only time will tell. So Alan moves to 19.
so Alan here needing to for to get in the semi-final here of the Bowl Scotland National Championships gents singles. Mind you, it's not over until it's over. Derek would have to dig deep here.
I think this year it's great under when you look around the greens and you see a lot of the younger players playing in the other disciplines, and I think this is why we see players like Alan and Blair Davidson and all these younger players playing in the mainstream competitions and the singles and the pairs and the triples and the fours, as the under 25s can now play in two disciplines. Otherwise these players would all have played in the under 25s and they would never have been seen in any other discipline. So I think it's fantastic to see these players strutting their stuff on the Northfield greens.
You're part of the regional academy corner,
Yeah.
So how's the pathway work for that?
The pathway into it. Pathway into it is by application. We've got a good network of coaches throughout the country, and once we get all those applications in, then we get the group of coaches together to have a look at the players who they generally know in their own region, and from there we take them into the programme. This year we've got 61 players in the programme.
Good.
At Regional Academy. and we've got some structured sessions going on with them throughout the country. So it's a good programme to be in. Very much in its infancy. There's no doubting we make mistakes, but we learn from them all the time, and we try and give these players an opportunity to, you know, to learn how to practice. If that may sound silly, but you know, many players go out on the green and they'll throw balls up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down to the same length all the time, and they'll come off and they'll have no idea how good their practice session's been. I think what we're trying to do is structure that for them and make sure that they go out and they actually train rather than practice, and they practice draw shots, they practice playing off centre, they practice the drive, the run, and they try and gain some consistency. So I think the programme's good. It's very much in its infancy. Will it yield results immediately? No, but you know, I think over the medium term, then we can start to bring some players through.
So apart from just the practice, then it's up to the players themselves to be winning things in their clubs.
Very much
representing their club.
Very much, and it's
county
about and it's about them setting their own goals at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, they need to set goals for them to achieve.
Come on, Alan.
Yeah, now.
Digress off this game. But they need to be setting some goals. They need to know, you know, what would they like to be doing in 2 years, 3 years. What could they win? What could they play in? And then we talk a lot about game management. We talk about tactics. We set up scenarios where, you know, they can play out ends, and some of the things are, you know, I suppose you would think most basic, but you know, play out a last end. You're 2 up playing the last end. Play it out. Manage the game away. There's too many people don't understand how to manage a game away. Certainly at the back end.
Good.
But it's all about allowing them to play, you know, at the highest level they possibly can, and I suppose also it's about these training regimes should, in time, allow them to trust their delivery and trust their technique, such that they can play these shots under pressure. Anyway, back to the game. Derek gets a couple, moves to 13. Closes the gap. His target will now just be closing that out one by one, chipping away at that score. Well, we've seen a definite change in tactic here.
It's funny, there's none of them pulled the mat up the green.
No, but this is the first time I think we've seen someone just drop it over the pin and play a short end. We've played 3/4 to long, I think, most of the game, really. Somebody supporting Blair.
Well done, Alan.
A few supporters there for Alan as well.
I'm just looking next door. I would suggest that D. Hoggins moved into an 18-13 lead, I think. Am I reading that correctly?
D. Hogan's now made in Shona Black, 18 shots to 13. D won the mixed pairs here last year with John McCrory.
John, of course, himself was here in the 4s and lost out. Don't know if it was this morning or yesterday.
This afternoon. This afternoon, yeah. Well, Derek.
I think he's running at this.
And he's got the whole...
Well, what do you do here if you're Alan here?
I would just put a back ball in.
I don't think he is he? Is he trying to touch it round?
He doesn't really want to close that gap.
He's not done any harm, really.
Game against the Derek. Margaret, Sophie are screaming at the TV as we speak. The laptop, the lot.
He has to draw.
Saying, come on, my son. Do you like it, Dale boy?
His line's good enough. Will he hang about for second?
Oh, I think he's went through.
Alan has a ball left, so must favour 2.
Well done, Alan!
Well, there you go. Alan takes the tie, 21-13, and moves into the semi-finals of the national singles.
And it's over for Derek for another year. I'm sure he'll be quite happy when he thinks about it, what he's achieved this year.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. I'm sure in time, you know, he may look at his run positively, but he'll be desperately disappointed just now.
Yep. He wanted to enjoy the experience, and I'm sure he has enjoyed being here and playing in the national championships here.
Okay, that's us signing off for this evening. That's the last game of the evening. So if you tune back in tomorrow morning, you can tune into a semi-final tie. We're not quite sure what that is just yet, but I'm sure you'll see that all over the Facebook page in the hours that come. So thank you for listening. Hope you've enjoyed the game. Thank you, Linda, for commentating. So it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him. Thanks very much. See you in the morning.